This video is a revision video for some of the mathematical symbols that come up in the GCSE Science exams and explaining what they mean and how the size of different numbers relate to one another. There are 7 different symbols that are listed in the GCSE specification that you need to be familiar with and you need to be able to use to describe the relationships between numbers. At the back of your GCSE Science specification, after the information about biology and chemistry and physics, there is an appendix called Mathematical Requirements, and this tells us about the different math skills that the exam board are going to test in the GCSE Science exams. Some of these are fairly obvious and straightforward, things like using decimals or using percentages, but some of these you might be less familiar with, and a lot of people don't even realise that they're going to need to use these symbols, particularly these two at the end here. So it's really important that before your GCSE Science exams, as well as revising the subject content, you're also revising these mathematical skills. You've been using the equal sign since forever, but just to be clear, an equal sign shows us that numbers are the same size as each other. This inequality symbol tells us that a number is less than the number that follows it. So for instance, if we looked at the boiling points of the halogens, we could say that chlorine's boiling point is less than bromine's boiling point. The double less than sign confuses a few people because I don't think it's actually used in GCSE maths, but this shows us a number that is much less than the number that follows it, so probably a completely different order of magnitude. If we think about the diameter of the HIV virus particle compared to the diameter of the E. coli bacterium, then the diameter of HIV is much, much smaller. Then in the opposite direction, we also have an inequality that represents a number that is greater than the number that follows it. So for instance, here we might say that the temperature change for the experiment using magnesium is greater than the temperature change for the experiment that uses zinc. And then in exactly the same way, we can use a double inequality to represent that a number is much, much larger than the number that follows it. So for instance, if we consider the size of our sun and the size of Betelgeuse, then Betelgeuse's diameter is much, much larger than the diameter of the sun. This little symbol that looks like an alpha or like a fish sign shows us that two sets of numbers are directly proportional. So if you think about the data that you produced in the Hooke's law required practical in GCSE physics, where you applied different forces to a spring to see how its extension varied, then you could say that until the limit of proportionality is reached, the extension is directly proportional to the force. And we can identify this because as the extension doubles, the force also doubles. In terms of what this looks like on a graph, it means we have a straight line graph that passes through the origin, which is 0, 0. Lastly, but not leastly, we have this little wiggle sign, which is called a tilde, and it means a value that is approximately equal to a number. You're most likely to see this in a question that uses the estimate command word. Thanks very much for watching, and I hope you're now feeling slightly more confident in the use of those mathematical symbols in your GCSE Science exams. If you did find this video useful, then don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share the channel, and I'll be back soon with some more maths videos for GCSE Science.